All right, more AI news, this time in video. Generative AI for video is evolving, forever changing. The real question that all the creatives have is, will it replace me as a videographer? Are we going to be able to fire all the videographers and just hire an AI robot to do everything? Well, Adobe's trying to make that happen, and they just released the Firefly for video beta. And before we talk about it, let's check out the little promo that they just dropped. It's very sizzly. Let's check it out. I'm going to narrate it for those that are just listening, okay? The ultimate in creative AI, as it says. Now with video. Okay, so they're showing the user interface, beautiful images. Okay, first it's just talking about still images. There we go. We've seen all this. You can generate photos. Now you can generate video. Now we're looking at some video. Okay, they're showing the text to image prompt. A beautiful horse was made, some beautiful landscapes, some people talking. Oh, it looks like there's gonna be some language translation integration, which is really cool. It says it's commercially safe. That's because it steals from creators like you and me. And it's all in one place, and it's now available, and you need to check it out with some cool sizzly music. Is it cool? Is it really cool? Adobe, is it cool? Should we check it out? My personal opinion, generative AI video is still not there yet. It's still not there yet. I have not seen anything. We've seen plenty of AI influencers. We've seen commercials being made. I mean, the last episode I spoke about a couple of holiday videos that were made using all generative AI. It was not that great, but consumers are also kind of getting used to it. You know, they're looking past the fakeness of it. So I did do a little bit of testing myself. I'm actually working on some stuff that is a bit NDA, so I can't show it. But there's a lot of content creators out there that are jumping in. One of my favorite post-production YouTube channels is Premiere Gal, and she spoke a lot about Firefly for video. She's been talking about it and showing examples of how to use it. And I want to highlight one of the areas that I think I might use this, and that's using generative video for graphics, for text-to-video titling and animation.
One thing that Firefly does actually pretty well is text animation. And what I like to use to help build my prompts for the text animation is ChatGPT, because you can actually have up to, I believe, 188 characters. So you can really get descriptive in what you want. So I wrote in here, create a 180-word detailed text prompt describing a logo reveal animation of a cursive neon sign that spells "jump on in." The logo reveal should slowly zoom in over time, and the lighting should be purple. That's kind of what I imagined I would write inside of Adobe Firefly, but I want it to be more detailed. So let's go ahead and upload this. It wrote out a dark, moody backdrop sets the stage resembling a rainy evening with mist in the air. The camera begins far away, capturing the faint outline of an old, dimly lit alleyway. In the center, the neon sign spelling "jump on in" rests on a brick wall. It's pretty crazy that it just came up with all this detail, but this is great because it shows you what type of visual detail you can write out, and you can edit this and make changes to it, and it's just a starting point. So if I'm going to copy this text prompt and put it here inside of the text prompt field, and now let's go ahead and generate.
Okay, let me pause for a second. Did you catch what she's doing? So she used ChatGPT to write a brief description. ChatGPT expounded on that, giving more specific imagery that you can then edit even more to get a better description of what you expect the generative AI to pump out. Okay. That's a lot of AI on AI action. It's pretty creepy. But let's see how it turned out.
All right, so here's the result. It's cool, but it doesn't say jump. It says jump with an N. But I like the lightning around it and the reflection and the smoke. Let's jump on in. But in a separate tab, I did do a couple more and it did spell it right the first time. There's this one with jump on in, and this one is spelled correctly. And then this one here, jump on in with the sparks. It kind of looks like fireworks. It doesn't really look like sparks, but the spelling is correct.
All right. It was okay. I mean, to me, you can't beat a real artist putting this together. Now, there's another feature that if you integrate into this to make animated text might work better, and that's using a reference image. She did play with this with an image to make generative video. My question is, can you do graphic design and then have the text animate? No one's really illustrating that yet. But Premiere Gal did put this to the test using a reference image that's a photo and turning that into video according to what she prompts it to do.
A bad example that I have here is of a human hand just holding a lemon. And then let's say you want it to cut the lemon and then zoom out to reveal a kitchen. So what I did is I uploaded this image as a start frame and I wrote the text prompt, a chef slices a lemon in half. The camera zooms out to reveal a beautiful wooden kitchen with large windows letting in natural light. You can see that outside there's a forest. Use a Canon EOS R with an aperture of 1.8. I also had the camera zoom out over here on the left, but no shot size and no camera angle. And here's the result. So as you see, first of all, it slices the finger. It has this like glowing effect, but the zoom out follows my prompt pretty well, right? So generally having a human hand in the first frame, it just doesn't work that well. But a really good example is starting from a still image of a landscape. And let's say with this image of an igloo that I took, I want a little bear to come in from the left and walk inside the igloo. This is a good example of this. So I've uploaded this still image of the igloo and I typed in, a cute baby cub bear walks in from the left of frame. He sniffs out of curiosity and then enters the igloo through the opening. Let's see the result. It's actually super cute, but then all of a sudden it turns around and changes direction at the end. I tried a different random seed that it created and I updated the prompt a little bit. Let's see this one. Instead of going in, he comes out, even though I didn't say that. I think that's the most usable one though. So while the results vary here, I think this is the best use case of just using one reference frame to then add something to it. If you wanted to add something in a particular scene, this might be the best way to do it.
All right. My opinion, it's still not there. I know she really liked the last example, but it still looks phony to me. If you're trying to compare, like that little polar bear thing does not compare to some National Geographic footage. It just doesn't compare. So we're not replaced yet, guys. Okay, all of my shooters out there, we're not replaced yet. Some other features that I'm looking forward to, Adobe did tease object removal for video. That's something I could really use. I would love to use that. But the whole goal with AI is to save you time and resources, okay? Using generative AI for video, you have to prompt a lot. So if you want to do something like get an image of a hand, a close-up of a hand and chopping a lemon, the amount of prompts you're gonna have to do to get that right, you might as well just go upstairs and get you a lemon and cut it. Get a camera, use your phone, cut it. You know what I mean? So it's not there yet, but if you guys want to play with it, it is open for beta on the web-based version. Go check it out. Play with it. I'm sure you will agree. It's just not there yet.